I'm often asked whether or not it's worthwhile to challenge a DWI ticket, and the question to that is an unequivocal yes. And the reason for that answer is that the consequences of a DWI conviction in New Jersey are really astronomical. It impacts your entire way of living your life. And why do I say that? If you're convicted of a DWI in New Jersey, you're going to lose your license for some period of time. If you have a Tier 1 conviction, which is 0.08 but less than 0.10%, you're going to lose your license for 3 months. If you have a higher blood alcohol level that is 1.10 or higher, you're going to lose your license for 7 to 12 months. In addition, you're going to be the recipient of significant monetary fines. There's a potential for jail. Interlock devices to be placed upon your vehicle. If there are enhanced penalties based upon subsequent convictions, for example, based upon a second or a third conviction, you can go to jail for up to 6 months for a third DWI. In addition, if you are traveling through a school zone when you're convicted, then your penalties are doubled. So it's a very significant consequence. And that leads me to advise people that they have rights, and the rights are significant. They have all the rights that a criminal defendant has, except they don't have a right to have a jury trial. When people ask me what I can do for them when they're charged with a DWI, I go over all of their rights to begin with, and significantly, they have a right to have the state prove them guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. They have a right to remain silent, but more importantly, they have a right to have good, competent counsel. I feel uniquely qualified to provide that sort of counsel. I started my career as an assistant prosecutor and actually prosecuted DWIs against drunk drivers on behalf of the state. However, I've been doing criminal defense work and DWI defense work for the past 30 years. That really gives me a unique perspective. I know both sides of DWI prosecutions and defense, and it really gives me the ability to evaluate and weigh all the available defenses for my client, which I believe really gives me an edge over the prosecution. The point here is simple, that DWI cases can be difficult, but they can be won. But they can only be won if you obtain the services of competent legal counsel. In other words, attorneys who really practice DWI law on a daily basis, who keep up with recurring trends in DWI law, and who maintain their level of expertise.